to be hard on ourselves. Pretty much from the start of the test match, we went on top of our game. Even the first innings, I thought that the total that they got, I think it was 189 or whatever it was probably 30 runs too many. Top of my head, I can think of Virat having 2 or 3 chances. So all of that, on a low-scoring wicket like it is, it all adds up. And even the second innings, they got 220 and it should have been 180. So the last innings, we should have chased 160 or something like that. So I think, all in all, not a great test match for our skills. Dropped quite a few catches, noble wickets. In general, our consistency with the ball, I think especially on this wicket, you need to make sure that you zone in on the wickets, quite straight lines. And I thought that both innings we were a little bit short and wide for most of the Indian innings, which gave them the opportunity to leave a lot more. And certainly from a batting perspective, we felt that the Indian bowlers made us play quite regularly. Yeah, just one partnership, see if we can get, we were positive, one partnership away to, we didn't expect the wicket to be, but actually played quite nicely in that first innings, but mentally we wanted to have one partnership, and Dean and Hash played really, really well. And then the nature of obviously how the game and the wickets progressed, it gets a little bit tricky in the evening, more up and down than in the morning session. But the partnership the two of them put on was extraordinary, but I think especially after last night, it takes 2 very, very strong minds to get through something like that and come back the next morning and score runs. So although we're very disappointed with the loss, there's a lot of credit that goes to them. Look, we know that Dean has got incredible mental toughness. I think that's his biggest strength as a test cricketer. He prides on being gritty, being tough, even being ugly and nasty at times. He likes that, because it gets the best out of him. So he's a fighter, a little bulldog in the team. But he's to bat on a wicket like that, any guy that score runs on this test match, whether it was from our side or from their side, had to play a really good innings. So once again, mentally is the biggest challenge. After getting hit a few times last night, to come back this morning and put on a display of batting like he did is incredible effort.
It's nice bruises, and at least I have something to show for this test match. At least it's sort of a little personal reward, I guess, and I think it's signs of a really tough battle throughout the last test and even the last 3 tests. But yeah, you can always look back at it and wish you didn't have it, but it's kind of something I quite weirdly enjoy. It gets me going as a player. As funny as you think it is. But yeah, it is what it is, and so be it. It's right up there. I think the conditions proved not to be in the favour of batting, and yeah, I think it's right up there with one of the tougher ones I've had. Maybe not the most satisfactory, but definitely one of the tougher knocks that I've had to encounter so far.
I didn't think so day 1 and 2. The only time where I started thinking like that was when Dean got in the face. That's when I got a little bit concerned for player safety. And even in the Indian innings, there was quite a few guys getting hit on the finger quite regularly. I think if you have to count the amount of times guys got hit this game, it's much more than usual. Excessive sideways movement is obviously tough, but it's not dangerous. As soon as the guys started getting hit from a length, that's when we thought it might get dangerous. But surprisingly, the pitch played fine again today. Today it was fine. So we had the opportunity to chase down a game, and we didn't do that.
Well, bearing in mind I had already been peppered about 3 or 4 times before that. But in my opinion, I do know what was spoken throughout the day, and I do know that they possibly had a feeling of this wicket not being the greatest. But yeah, it was extremely freak. I've faced many fast bowlers before, and I know wonders the wicket does have that steep bounce, but I've never experienced it like that, which obviously made a bit of doubt in the umpires' minds, and saying that I can't think I would have played it any better, because if it was that short on a wicket with bounce, it would have gone way over my head, and giving me at least some time to get out the way. But yeah, saying that it's a freak moment, and thankfully the umpires had that sanity about the incident.
This was a fantastic series, and I have to credit India for playing some really good cricket. All through test matches that we've played, South Africa was on top, India was on top through so many times in the series. And in the first two, we were relentless with our pressure, as I said, and we let our guard down in this third game. And they're a quality team, and they make sure that they capture those opportunities. So I think they can say the same thing about themselves. In the second test, they had a lot of opportunities, a lot of drop chances. So they can sit on the other side and say, we had opportunities to win this series, but we went on top of our game. And that's what the difference between a very tight series like this one.